Hi there, Flat Cap Chef, and today I'm going to show you how to make sweet corn fritters. These are a lovely little thing. You can have them as a snack, you could have them with fish cakes, you could have them with ribs on a barbecue. They're so quick and easy to make. So let's have a look. What have we got in terms of ingredients? Well, you don't need much. So we've got a couple of eggs. I've got a tin of sweet corn here. This is a kind of a 200 gram-ish tin. Actually comes down to about 170 once you've taken the liquid out, but that's okay. I've then got spring onions. I've got 2, and I've chopped them really fine so that they're ready to go. Then I've got 50 grams of flour, which is about 1/3 of a mug, my measures. I've got some cayenne pepper, some salt and pepper. I've got my bowl, my sieve and my whisk. And on the cooker, on the stove, I've got some vegetable oil in a frying pan ready to go to do the cooking. So all we need to do is take my bowl, crack in my 2 eggs, 1, 2, add milk. I've only got about 20 mils of milk. It really isn't very much, just a little bit to loosen it up a little bit. Get my whisk here. I'm just going to whisk this together. Okay. So there we go. Now I am going to add to that my sweet corn. In it goes. Don't want to waste any. Then I'm going to put my spring onions in. So this is perfect. Whether it's summer, winter, doesn't matter. If you want to make more, just double up the quantities and it'll be fine. So then I've got my spoon. I'm just going to mix this together. It's already thickening up a little bit. What we're creating is like a batter here. So now to the batter, I need to add my flour. 50 grams of plain flour, that is, simple plain flour. Then some cayenne pepper to give it a little bit of a kick. So put the cayenne pepper into the flour. Right, so give it a good bit of kick. Then just sift it through, take 2 seconds. Bang, 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 done. I've got some salt, a little grind of salt. Some pepper. I grind some pepper in there. I like to give it a bit of a peppery taste, so it's a good old grind of pepper. And then we mix it together. Meantime, I'm just going to turn up my frying pan so it's nicely there. So this is now coming together into a lovely little batter. If you think it's a bit too thick, just add a little drop more milk. But for me, this is fine. Give it a good stir because you want all of the flour to mix in. You don't want bits of flour in lumps in your batter mix. There we go. That's now ready. Can't beat your finger just to make sure we get it all off. And now we go over to the frying pan. I've got vegetable oil in there. I've got a little ladle. It's shallow fry, so you want it to be maybe 1 millimetre, 2 millimetres deep in here. And then we want a couple of tablespoons. And let's try one first. There we go, I'm going to boost that up a bit. I can cook like 2 or 3 of these at the same time. So I do a second one here. and they just clump together beautifully. And the third one. Just make them the size to fit your pan. And a little bit more, that one's a little bit small. There we go. Now I'm going to get my little spatula so I can turn them over once they've cooked on one side. It'll only take 2-3 minutes to cook and they will be done. And I've got my kitchen paper ready so I can put them on to drain. So we get rid of any oil off there, and then we can eat them straight away, or you can put them into a warm oven and just keep them warm for as long as you want until you actually want to eat them. So I can see these are already starting to turn, and they will stick together, which is nice. So we want a nice kind of golden brown colour on them. How are we doing here? So I'm just going to flip that one over. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. Could have left that maybe a little bit longer. It's a little bit pale on that side, but that's okay. You can just flip it over again and cook it again. They're a great snack. I like to sprinkle them with a bit of salt, maybe just some chives on top. You could serve them with a dip. You could put yogurt, Greek yogurt, and some chives and maybe a bit of garlic in there. So you create a little dip that goes with it. So let's turn this one over now. Remember the way that you put them into the pan. Whoa, there we go. And my smaller one. There we go. This oil was probably a little bit cooler than it wanted to be when I first put them in, which is why they're taking a little bit longer to cook. But that's not a problem. I've turned it up now, then they're not going to go soggy, they're already crispy on the edge, which is what we want. There's enough mixture here with what I showed you to make probably 6 or 8 lovely corn fritters. So there's plenty of mixture. And now check the inside of that, that's almost there. So what we'll do is we'll continue to cook these and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so we're now back and it's taken no more than a couple of minutes to finish these off, and here we have lovely looking sweet corn fritters. They've got these little holes in them as well. So if I just chop this in half, you'll see it's just full of spring onion, corn, lovely cayenne pepper, and they're going to be delicious. So if you want to hear more and see more, then just subscribe, and it's simple. It just means you get a notification when I post videos, and there's no fees involved. Or you can go to the website www.theflatcapchef.com, where you'll find content that we're gradually updating. So we'll be back soon with something new for you.